Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday night. It can mean only one thing. It's non-stop wrestling raw. You're in the presence of beautiful Dave Easton along with two-time NXT champion Matt Rhodes. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Dave. Good evening, folks. It's going to be a great night here at NSW.
Well, after your little experience last night, I'm sure we'll talk about that a lot more. Let's get back to the raw brand of NSW. We are 6 days away from Survivor Series, Matt. So much going on with your career, along as everyone from Raw. But Matt, is that John Laurinaitis? That's John Laurinaitis in the ring. What the hell? Well,
yeah, finally the GM's back on Raw.
Finally has decided to come back to Raw. John Laurinaitis, finally our GM is back. Let's see what he has to say. He is back here to reclaim. Oh no! Whoa! Oh my God! What the hell is he doing here?
Where's the security at?
Yeah, get people out here right now. What the hell? He's getting a check. Matt, he's getting a check. What is he doing? Come on, Zach. Where the hell is the security at the back? John,
yeah, somebody's got here and stop this.
Come on, someone has got to do. Oh, Chris Jericho, thank God. Finally, a Paul Heyman guy finally decides to do something good around here. No offense, Matt. And well,
at least someone's standing up.
What a start already to Raw. And we're moving on. We're going to have our first match. RVD defends the hardcore title against the big boss man. What a shocking start already, Matt.
Yeah, it's nice to see the GM back, but to get attacked right away like that is kind of not good.
Yeah, John Laurinaitis has not had it very good recently. Nice to see him back, but who is going to stop this Zach Starr? I am sick of this every week, Matt.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's Survivor Series. The Raw and SmackDown teams can take care of it.
Indeed, Miz, Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle taking on Zack Starr and his two buddies, who we're yet to find out. But the winner of this match, Matt, will take on Roman Reigns of SmackDown on Sunday Night Heat before the Survivor Series.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough match for either one of these superstars to have to fight Roman Reigns.
Indeed, Bossman looking to reclaim the title, which he lost last week in that championship scramble, where RVD managed to pick up the win in pinfall.
Yeah, it was surprising to see RVD come out the winner in that match. I mean, it's kind of hard to hold on to the title, so it was definitely an uphill climb for the boss man.
Indeed, and well, here we go. RVD against the former champion. And will Bossman reclaim the title, or will RVD defend Raw against SmackDown this Sunday? We will find out in this one. Remember, hardcore rules, ladies and gentlemen. So it is falls count anywhere. Anything can go. The referee is only there to count the pinfall or submission. And Matt, we've talked about this over the last few weeks. Bossman really looked unstoppable until last week.
Yeah, he got put into a match that he had really hard chance of holding on to that title, so hopefully he can rebound here and get it back.
Well, yeah, and RVD though, tough customer. He knows all about the extreme rules of wrestling, and I'm sure this is going to be a very different kind of style match. You've got Bossman really ground and pound, sort of like hard moves. RVD like this. Look, this high flyer will take you off your feet anyway with them educated feet of his.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
And RVD doing the best thing, really trying to take Bossman off his feet here early on. And I'm sure Roman Reigns is somewhere from SmackDown watching this. He knows he's got a great chance to take the hardcore title back to SmackDown this Sunday night. Remember, you can join us for Heat before Survivor Series, 9:30 in the UK. It starts 4:30 in the East, on America, 1:30 if you're on the West Coast. And remember, Matt, Survivor Series, you're in the Survivor Series. You're going to be, well, should we say what happened last night on NXT? You and Paul Heyman going to be in the ring again come Sunday.
Yeah, we really need to teach Joe a little lesson about coming into the wrestling business.
A shock if you haven't seen NXT from last night. Make sure you catch past broadcasts. It will be up on our YouTube channel as well. Not one show I think Matt would like to look back on with particular fondness. But as I say, Matt, our only two-time NXT champion here in Non-Stop Wrestling, and well, a proud commentator with myself on the Raw brand. I'm sure, hopefully, Matt, as everything goes to plan, Survivor Series should be one of the best pay-per-views that we've had here in Non-Stop Wrestling.
Yeah, it's definitely stacking up to be a really great night.
Indeed. Already Zach Starr attacking John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see Jericho finally stepping up and starting to squash them trying to get in here.
And in fact, so I think Raw continues, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Non-Stop Wrestling NXT comes your way Saturday nights, 11 o'clock in the UK, 6 in the East, 3 in the West. Make sure you join the Mundo in Mean Jess Oakland, who will take you through the action on NXT. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It is Raw. During the table, you can see our table has been destroyed. RVD has went to town on Big Bossman through the ad break there, Matt.
Yeah, he's definitely bringing out the hardcore style in the RVD here.
But look at this, Bossman having none of it. Big chair shot is busted. RVD open right in front of us. You can see the blood on the chair there, Matt.
Yeah, there's blood all over the table, and
oh, look at this.
It's really a mess over here.
It is a bit of a mess. Are you all right? It just looked, you look a bit shaken there.
Yeah, that gash is really bad on his head. I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this match.
Well, Bossman, any means possible to get back that hardcore title. As he continues to wait. Remember, it's hardcore rules. Anything you can use, absolutely anything. Anything goes. One of the matches here in Non-Stop Wrestling where anything goes mentality. As Bossman in RVD, and it looks like, oh, guitar time. I don't understand, Matt, why people bring guitars to wrestling shows.
I don't know, maybe they're out there singing Kumbaya or something.
Well, indeed, you never know what may be going on with fans around here these days. RVD, though, trying to get some offense back. A nice boot right to the face. And you would have to think with that cut on RVD's head, he's going to have to try and finish this sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I think seeing that blood kind of awoken a little bit of RVD there.
Yeah,
he's looking for his opportunity.
Bossman again looking for more. Yeah, I don't know what RVD's doing. He's going over to the corner here. I don't know if he's trying to. No, he's going to go back. Bossman coming. Oh, look at that Bossman out of nowhere. He caught it. He waited. It's a Bossman slam. Matt, we've seen him put away so many people. He does it again. Big
spectacular win for the Bossman.
Bossman waited for RVD. He got his chance, and Bossman regains the hardcore title. Oh my goodness, Matt. Big Bossman, Roman Reigns, Sunday night. What a match that is going to be.
Yeah, that's definitely fixing to go all over the arena.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Big Bossman had lost the title last week, regains it this week. That is the unexpected nature of the hardcore division. Bossman now a two-time NXT, hardcore title. Remember, he was NXT champion a little bit further back. But now, there you go, Matt. He regains the title, like we said. He looked unstoppable.
Yeah, he's back on his winning ways. I think that scramble match kind of made him realize that. And
he did, and we see backstage, these two last week, Matt, Kings of Wrestling, the singles competitive, bit mixed results. Cassius Ohno won, Antonio Cesaro won. Tonight they team up with Daniel Bryan in the main event against Mark Russ and the Usos.
Well, it'll be a very interesting match. The champion and the tag champs teaming up to go against their number one contenders. Exactly,
so it'll be interesting to see what these two are going to be talking about. It's a shame we can't hear what they are. We have seen these two really sort of try and go their separate ways, but now, as the tag team champs, let's hope they can get back on the same page again. Moving on though, tag team action. The team of Troy Donovan and Corey Graves are going to take on the new team of Yuri Watson and Giant Limbo.
Yeah, we saw Yuri bring out Giant Limbo last week. It looks like there's a new partnership forming there.
This team, mixed results, Matt, so far in Non-Stop Wrestling.
Yeah, they kind of came in as a little group and lost their first match, but they kind of bounced back recently.
Corey Graves and Trey Donovan. Trey, we seen a few weeks ago, saved Corey on a number of occasions. Now starting to tag up together and really have turned into a bit of a fan favourite team here in Non-Stop Wrestling.
Yeah, definitely going against this team. They're going to be the fan favorites. No one really likes this team.
Yeah, and that's the Yuri Watson, who really made a bit of a shocking announcement by saying that he's hired Giant Limbo really to be in his corner.
Yeah, well, I think he just realized he wasn't able to get it done by himself. He needed some muscle behind him, so.
This is a bit of a new thing for Yuri Watson, a bit of a low lighting entrance here. Maybe this is this new attitude he was on about.
Yeah, well, having this guy like Giant Limbo in your corner would definitely give you a boost of confidence.
Well, yeah, especially former hardcore champion Giant Limbo. Really, he's going to help anyone with his size. And this new outfit of his last week was sort of caught your eye last week.
Yeah, it was definitely a new twist for him.
Indeed, and Giant Limbo maybe, hopefully, will give him a bit of a more of an attitude towards like success. He's got the size, man. It just seems like recent weeks he sort of went off track a little bit.
You know, I think he got a little messed up in those hardcore matches, and I think Yuri's going to get him back on track, though.
Okay, so here we go. Corey Graves, Yuri Watson start us off here. Tag team matching for a Raw episode 22, Matt. And, well, Survivor Series comes your way Sunday. And you've got to think, we're only, surely about four and a bit weeks away now from the end of Season 1, WrestleMania. You've got to say things are really hotting up here in non-stop wrestling.
Yeah, definitely turned the heat up with Zack Starr showing up. We really need to kind of quell that grouping coming in, and you can't wait to see Antonio Cesaro take on Daniel Bryan as the tag team or the world champion.
And remember, it's coming Sunday night with Mark Russ cashing in Money in the Bank on Daniel Bryan, saying, well, no sneak attack, just wants a plain one-on-one match. You've got to see what co-main event that's going to be for Survivor Series.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Antonio. I want to see what he's going to bring to the main event.
Indeed, yes. Antonio Cesaro, winner of the Royal Rumble, guaranteed to be in the last match at WrestleMania. He will end Season 1 going for the championship. And you've got to say, he can just sit back. He knows he's in that main event.
Yeah, even if he doesn't have the tag team champions, he knows he's at least going to be headlining WrestleMania.
Indeed, as Yuri Watson working over Corey Graves here at the moment. Graves trying to get back into this match. And nice pick up here. There's that shin across the knee. As well, what do you make of this team of Trey Donovan and Corey Graves, Matt?
Yeah, they definitely have gotten a good little fan following. It seems to, at least the fans are really behind them.
We see Giant Limbo for the first time. Let's see if we can see the kind of power that he possesses. As you can see the difference. Just look at the size difference, Matt.
Yeah, it's a massive man. He's definitely got a lot of power behind him.
Indeed, if he can really just channel that into the wrestling, he's got a big help for Yuri Watson. But didn't really help Yuri Watson last week when he was defeated by countout.
No, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, big win for Cassius Ohno over him. Raw continues, ladies and gentlemen.
Get up, get up, get up. To Kellogg Pop-Tarts, put 'em in the toaster. Revolution has your breakfast. Kellogg Pop-Tarts. Oh, great flavors and they're waiting for you. Kellogg Pop-Tarts, so hot they're cool.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, on Raw. It is beautiful Dave Easton along with Matt Rhodes. And Matt, I've got to say, that really made me hungry.
Yeah, those Pop-Tarts did look tasty.
Well, back to the match, ladies and gentlemen. Tag team action. Yuri Watson, Giant Limbo taking on the team of Corey Graves and Trey Donovan. And well, Yuri Watson in a little bit danger there during the break. Again, counted out, but back in the ring now. And you've got to say, during the break, Giant Limbo has taken it really to be in control.
Yeah, the ref kind of lost control for a couple minutes there, and all teams were going at it.
And well, back to the outside again, and Yuri Watson really should take advantage here. But again, caught by Trey Donovan, throws him back inside the ring. But Giant Limbo really has not gone back to his own corner and is really just causing a lot of trouble over there with throwing everyone into ring posts.
And he's starting to use that power against him.
Look at this, Watson now throwing Corey Graves in, and look at this. Giant Limbo really stopping Trey Donovan getting over there. Donovan needs to really try and help Corey Graves here. Corey again thrown into the barrier. This is not a good position to be. And look at this. Oh, watch it! Oh, takes him through. Corey Graves smashed through the barrier. This is not looking good. Maybe you were watching, trying to get a little bit of revenge for the defeat last week. Giant Limbo getting a bit of a cheap shot in there. But this is just, the referee's just lost all control of this, Matt.
Yeah, it's definitely breaking down into a Pier 6 brawl.
And well, you watching, doing the best thing here. All he needs to do is just stay in. The referee up to 8. Limbo really just taunting Corey Graves. Trey Donovan is not going to get back out. Referee should really stop Giant Limbo stopping this. There's 10. And well, what we have here. Oh, well, he's given the decision to Yuri Watson and Giant Limbo. I think Watson went out the ring at 10 there, Matt.
Yeah, it looked like he jumped out of the ring to try and help out Giant Limbo in the attack, but I guess the referee didn't see it and he called the 10.
Well, there you go. Giant Limbo has got Yuri Watson on the win streak. You have to say, Watson, after last week losing by count out, managing to win this week by count out, you've got to say at least Watson's now back in the win column, Matt.
Yeah, they definitely used the brains and the bronze of each other and got the job done tonight.
Well, congratulations, Giant Limbo, Yuri Watson, big winners here on Raw tonight. Oh, and here's John Lyons. There we go. John Lyons back in his office. And Zach's talking about Zack Starr. Well, there you go. Oh, well, look at that, man. What a look at a main event for that. Zack Starr, Chris Jericho here tonight.
Yeah, Laurinaitis is back and he's taking a stand. He's definitely standing up to Zack Starr coming in here.
Well,
be interesting to see how him and Jericho do.
Well, indeed, what a match. Early coming up next, though, the Bella Twins going to take on the women's champion Natalya and Megan. And well, we know Megan's been in the headlines recently. Let's see if she can get it back done in the ring.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Bellas and how they're going to go up against Natalya and Megan.
Well, Matt, we have to talk about Megan, because thanks to you, Joe Disney was found out to be a lie and cheat, and found out that nothing happened between Megan and Joe Disney all along.
Well, see, everyone's kind of pinpointing this on me. I just found the tape. Someone handed me a tape and said, here, you need to play this. So I played it, and, you know.
Well, what were you doing on SmackDown, Matt? That's what I want to know. Why were you in the production truck anyway?
I'm always backstage at SmackDown. I'm almost at every event because being with Paul Heyman, it's the perks.
But what were you... What? Well, look what happened. It didn't really help you out on NXT. Really, it's gone against you the last couple of weeks. So maybe it's sort of backfiring kind of thing.
I was not expecting outside interference to happen, so Joe will get his eventually.
Well, I think you've got to concentrate, Matt, as well. On Saturday night, you and AJC for your NXT title, main roster spot challenge, could be yours coming up.
Yeah, he was pretty interesting to see how he played out last night. I mean, I really didn't know what to expect from AJZ, but he's definitely going to be something I'm going to have to contend with next week. So. Well,
indeed, and from what I've heard backstage, Matt, a lot of people have actually been thanking you for ratting out this Joe Disney.
Well, I mean, yeah, he was causing friction between a couple that I thought they had a lot going for him, and now they're pretty much on the rocks. So,
is it true that you and Curtis have been talking with Paul Heyman? That's another rumor going around.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hang out with a lot of the Raw superstars like Curtis and even the Chick Magnets. We go out and party quite often.
Well, indeed, the Chick Magnets, we'll see them a little bit later on tonight. They're going to be taking on the Mexican Corporation later on this evening, so that should be an interesting matchup. Coming back here, and look at this, Natalya and Megan teaming up for the first time, doing pretty well.
Yeah, there seems to be no friction between those two, at least so far.
And big news coming out of this, Matt, just to let people know, on SmackDown on Thursday night, there's going to be a number one contendership match for the women's title, Megan, Molly Holly and AJ Lee in a triple threat match. So there you go.
Hopefully Joe will stay at the commentator's table and let Megan do her match.
Indeed, well, hopefully so. Megan and I see Natalya working quite well here over the bells, but I think that's Natalya working over Megan on the outside here. Nice to see the handyman putting our table back during the ad breaks, which is nice. I never like it when our announced table gets us right. Where's your laptop tonight, by the way, Matt?
I don't know. I haven't seen it since SmackDown. Joe took it, and I haven't seen it, so he might be trying to hack into it, I think.
You got to be careful because you've got to know that Joe Disney, despite what happened, still looking for revenge from your Matt, is back in the ring. Natalia trying to get a submission move here on Natalia. No, sorry, on Nikki. Sorry, I do apologise. And continue to wiggle. Look at that nice knee drop right to the face. You've got to see it, Matt. You've got to give props to Natalia. We'll be back though. I want to hear your thoughts on this before it continues after this. This is the Mundo here with a very important message. All the wrestlers here in Non-Stop Wrestling are professionally trained athletes. We urge our fans not to try this at home, school or anywhere. Stay safe. Don't try this. And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Raw episode 22. Beautiful TV. And Matt Rhodes with you at ringside. Matt, we were talking just before the break. Sorry, before the break cut us off there. You've got to give props to Natalia. Comes in at the last pay-per-view and has won the women's title off AJ Lee. Very dominant female wrestler.
Yeah, being a second-generation wrestler. I mean, she's the daughter of Jimmy Anvil Neidhart. She's got wrestling in her blood.
Look at this. Now going for a submission move on... and that's Brie, sorry, in the ring. But Nikki manages to break it up just in time. And look at this. Natalia is just dominating tonight. Look to be going across. I think she stopped the move. Gets Megan back in the ring. And I'm sure Curtis Barnett is somewhere watching this very closely. Maybe, can we call a former girlfriend of... a former boyfriend, sorry, of Megan?
I don't know. Like I said, they were gone on the rocks. Just got to give them some time and see if they can work things out.
Look at this. Another submission move. Natalia this time blocks off Nikki. Brie in a lot of trouble here in the half Boston Crab. Manages to break out of it though. Big reversal there on Megan. You've got to give Brie some props there. That was a good reversal. And now throwing Megan into her side of the ring. This is what you need to do in good classic tag team wrestling here. And here comes Nikki. She's about to fly. Big cross body right on Megan. But Megan pops right out of it. Don't think the caught it all there. And here it comes. Big DDT. Bulldog maneuver. Surely that could be the end of it. Matt, you don't see many getting up from that.
No, and the Bellas are pretty tough, but...
not enough tonight.
Gonna do it.
There you go. Big win for Megan and Natalia tonight. And big momentum for Megan going into that triple threat match on SmackDown.
Yeah, and could Natalia be looking at her future #1 contender?
Indeed, we could see these two fighting each other at Survivor Series. Well, big win for Megan here tonight, along with Natalia. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of these two, especially very interesting to see who's the next #1 contender for the women's title. We'll find out on SmackDown. But tonight, big win for Natalia and Megan.
Definitely going to be a boost for Megan.
Indeed. Oh, and well, here we go. We've seen these two men with Bray Wyatt last week. And, well, Bray Wyatt telling Christian he's in a lot of trouble coming Sunday. And he's saying, with him being the leader, I don't understand this leader Will's thing, though, Matt. Saying he's not going to lose the championship from the Wyatt family again. You've got to say, Matt, he's got to win it first.
Yeah, well, I think in his mind he's already won it and he's moving on.
Indeed, best wishes to Christian, still recovering from the attack last week. Coming up though, Matt, this has just been announced, a fatal four-way. Ryback, Daniel Cage, Curtis Barnett and Biggie Langston. The winner will get a future United States title shot.
It'd be good for any one of those competitors to win this match then.
It is for Bray Wyatt and Christian. Whoever wins will be facing one of these men in the ring, and you've got to say, Ryback, who's in this match, probably the outsider, especially after losing to Daniel Bryan for the world title last week.
Yeah, but he was a former hardcore champion, so he knows what it's like to go after a title.
Indeed. And this man, Biggie Langston, former United States champion himself, really not seen much of him apart from when he beat Christian last week.
Yeah, well, I think that's what did it for him. He ended up getting a pinfall win over Christian, so the board looked at him as a nice title champion.
And could you imagine, he would become the only 3-time United States champion if he did manage to pick up the belt again. some feat here from the first season here in Non-Stop Wrestling.
Yeah, he'd probably be one of the most notable champions coming out of season 1.
We're talking about dominating forces, Matt. We were talking about Ryback. Here he is, and this man took Daniel Bryan to the limits last week.
Yeah, I thought at one point he was actually going to win that match, but Daniel Bryan ended up pulling it out.
And of course, Ryback, we're looking to get back into at least another title picture. If he can get this, he gets the shot at the United States title. Could you imagine someone like Christian versus Ryback? What an interesting match that would be. But this man, Matt, Curtis Barnett, so much going on in his life at the moment, but he seems like he's up for this one.
Yeah, hopefully he's focused on going after a title and can kind of put Megan aside for a few minutes.
Indeed. Curtis Barnett, who has recently been troubled by all this Joe Disney affair, can put it aside and get back into winning ways and look to a title shot if he can win this Fatal 4-Way here tonight. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Fatal 4-Way rules. First pinfall submission wins the match. Will get you a future title shot at the United States title, currently held by Christian. But as I say, Christian will take on Bray Wyatt on Sunday night at the Survivor Series. So really, whoever wins this match, Matt, scouting mission to do come Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure Christian and Bray are both paying attention to this match. But I think we should open it up to the app to see who they want to choose.
Indeed.
Either 1 for Daniel Cage, 2 for Big E Langston, 3 for Ryback, or 4 for Curtis Barnett.
Indeed. And who would you say for this one, Matt? Who would your money be on?
I might have to go with one of the bigger guys, just with the power that they have, like Big E Langston. I mean, he's been already a 2-time U.S. champion.
Well, indeed. Look at this. Oh, nice move. Daniel Cage. Daniel Cage, you've got to see, since he's sort of changed his attitude the last few weeks, has sort of really picked his game up.
Yeah, and this new attire for him, and it's like a whole new attitude change for him.
He needs to really, but if a big win here for one of these guys, I think this would be a bit of a stepping stone for Daniel Cage or Curtis Barnett, really. Daniel Cage, we've not seen much of him since he was world champion a number of weeks ago. Really, many people have said he's went down the rankings a lot, but a win here and he could kickstart his career again coming into the final weeks of season 1.
Yeah, I think the feud with him and Mark Ross kind of slowed his career down, but it seems like this new outfit change and whole attitude change is leading him in the right direction.
Indeed, it is. And Ryback and Biggie Langston sort of having a little go at each other. 2 big men trying to outpower each other in this one.
Yeah, it seems like the 2 big guys are teaming or battling each other, and the 2 high flyers are going at it.
So Curtis Barnett and Daniel Cage locking up again as Biggie Langston holds on after looking like he was being dumped, but brought in the hard way by Ryback. And you've got to say, Matt, the fans' reaction quite mixed for this one.
Yeah, not much deciding there. Everyone's kind of going for a bunch of different ones.
Who is it? Is Raw continues. We'll be back with the conclusion of this fatal 4-way match. Non-Stop Wrestling Survivor Series comes your way Sunday 6th of October. Join myself, beautiful Dave Easton, along with NXT champion Matt Rhodes. We'll take you through the action from Survivor Series. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It is a fatal 4-way to determine who will become the new #1 contender to the United States title. Sorry, let me rephrase it. It'll be a future title shot. I do apologise. We can't obviously take it away from Bray Wyatt. I don't want him coming out here and obviously causing a bit of havoc. You'll have to defend his Matt.
Yeah, well, as long as it's only Bray. If it's all 3 of them, you're on your own.
So thank you. Just out of pit, see there, Biggie Langston taken through the barriers, and this has left Daniel Cage and Curtis Barnett in the ring, and Daniel Cage coming back here. Big miss by Barnett. Cage, big forearm right to the head. That could do it. Into the cover.
Going for the pin.
No, just gets a 1. I thought he was going to be a lot more. Ryback rammed into the ring post in front of us a couple of times. And Daniel Cage really working over Curtis Barnett here.
Yeah, it was a good idea for Barnett to go for that pin there, or no, actually Cage went for the pin, didn't he?
Yeah, Cage went for the pin.
Yeah, because he had the other two outside, so he had a perfect opportunity.
Yeah, this is what you've got to worry about. You've got to know where the other people are at all times in these fatal four-ways. Somebody could get pinned and not knowing it, and that's the end of the match. As Langston goes to work on Ryback with a shot to the midsection. Trying to look at this, working over the elbow again. You've got to be careful. What the world is Curtis Barnett doing? Oh my God! What a leap! Right away across.
Big drop kick.
Oh my goodness! Right into the midsection. The referee, I think Biggie Langston had Ryback nearly out there. Referee distracted by Daniel Cage, and then out of nowhere, Daniel Cage comes back, hits the cage drop into the cover. Langston isn't paying attention, and there it is. Daniel Cage has sneaked one.
Yeah, it looks like Biggie Langston was too busy worried about beating up on Ryback.
And that is, well, you've got to say, we were talking about it during the match, man. Daniel Cage, maybe it's the fire has been relit in his career here, and he is now going to get a future United States title shot. Well,
It'll be interesting to see who's going to win at the pay-per-view to take on Daniel Cage next.
Indeed, well done to Daniel Cage. He is now your future title shot at the United States title. He'll be watching Christian and Bray Wyatt with a lot of interest come Sunday. Congratulations to him. That is the end though of Non-Stop Wrestling More, episode 22, part 1. It is Dave Easton signing out with Matt Rhodes. Matt, say goodbye to the fans.
See you later, fans.
We'll be back for part 2. If you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, give us a cheeky subscription and also a cheeky comment and also a cheeky follow on Twitch. Stay with us. Rob is right back.